What if Diablo Immortal was only PvP? No PvE, no campaign, just PvP. This topic has come up inside of our community and we're going to talk about it right now today. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo. Welcome to another Diablo Immortal video. And you guys know I've been an advocate for PvP inside of Diablo Immortal since before Diablo Immortal even came out. To the point that I really wanted Battle Royale, Team Deathmatch, objective-based game modes inside of Diablo Immortal. We haven't gotten that. We've gotten one game mode, Battlegrounds, and very little. The stuff is there for PvP, but that's not really the topic. It's not about me going on about what I want to see in Diablo Immortal and how it hasn't come so far. But it's about PvP only. What if, when you logged into Diablo Immortal, all you saw was a screen like when you log in to Call of Duty Mobile? Just all different game modes, ranked match, multiplayer, battle royale, tournament, events going on, and nothing more. Now, of course, this is not the typical Diablo way. This is not how dungeon crawlers work. That actually wouldn't be a dungeon crawler, but that's not what it's all about. It's not about, is Diablo Immortal an action RPG or a battle royale style PvP game exclusively? But what if it were? Because as it sits right now, when you log into Diablo Immortal, it's more of a long form game, right? It's a PC style game that's going to take you time to complete. And it really is meant to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 or more hours per day inside of the game, which is the way that PC gamers, console gamers, it's how they take in, it's how they use content, it's how they play games. On mobile, the mobile community is very different. Let's think over to Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, any of those kinds of games. Highly successful, 3-minute rounds. Boom. Supercell does mobile the best, in my opinion. They just have it all on lock. They know how to keep people's attention, how long things need to be to keep a mobile gamer's attention. Diablo Immortal, very different. So if we were to have modes like in Call of Duty Mobile, where you can jump into a ranked match and you can just instantly choose your loadout, which is something that's really cool. Like, you can come on in and power means nothing. In Call of Duty Mobile, you can't grind yourself to a level where you're gonna have more power than someone else. You can't pay for more power than someone else in one form or the other. So in Diablo Immortal, if you came here as a barbarian with no gear and you started slotting gear and going through all of your different options for weapons that you have as a barbarian, all the different secondaries, all the different skills and gear and armor and all of that, just like you can do in COD Mobile as you're seeing in this lobby right now, could that be a more successful route for a Diablo game on mobile, also known as Diablo Immortal? Now, let's stop for a second, because I don't want Diablo Immortal to only be a PvP game, right? I don't think that that would be an answer or will ever happen. It will never happen, of course. But the topic is, like, what if? So even if Diablo Immortal was not only PvP, but if PvP like this were implemented into Diablo Immortal, would we see more success? We would be able to cater to the PC style gamers or the long form gamers that want to spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours and beyond playing the game, grinding dungeons, getting gear, etc., etc. They'd all be catered to. And then we could be catering to the mobile community, which is more exclusive to gamers that only want to play in short, quick sessions. Now, Call of Duty Mobile is not a 3-minute game mode. It's more like 5 to 8 minutes. If you're doing Battle Royale, 15 minutes. But there's still short segments. There's less of a grind that you need to do to get gear. I mean, when you think about it, Diablo Immortal has more of a grind for gear than any Diablo game prior. It takes longer, it's more difficult to get gear in Diablo Immortal than it ever was in Diablo 1, 2, or 3. 1, I don't know, I didn't play 1, but you know what I'm trying to say. So if this were the mode, would it keep people's attention? Would there be gamers that dive into the game and play only for PvP, that never do the campaign, that never do Elder Rifts, that never participate in any of the Shadow or Immortal activities, but only participate inside of PvP, the same way that I do when I log in every single day and play a few rounds of Call of Duty Mobile. Now, of course, if Diablo Immortal were only PvP, this would directly step on the toes of other games that they have, such as Overwatch, which is a PvP style game. Obviously, very, very different than a Diablo style, even if it were PvP alongside of Diablo Immortal. If they were both the same, you'd have a dark one with melee and spell wielding characters, and then you'd have your Overwatch futuristic scientific type battle modes. They wouldn't be completely competitive against one another, but there would be some type of an overlap when we're talking about a PvP title that they do put out. Now, is Overwatch going to be on mobile, by the way? I would love to see Overwatch 2 be cross-platform and be on mobile as well. The possibilities are endless for what can come out of Diablo Immortal. What we're seeing is player bases kind of diminishing. New players coming in, of course, but older players getting a little burned out by the game. Because of this, I think we need to implement a lighter, quicker, more casual gameplay element to Diablo Immortal so that it can have those strong roots that are going to help keep it moving on and on and on throughout the years, and not be a game that has a small but really, dedicated player base that maybe even spends a lot of money and keeps the game alive and does all that. But I want a massive player base. I want packed servers. I want people that are dying to get on to battle. I don't want to have to look at servers, switch servers if that ever becomes to be an available thing, and I just want it to thrive. And I think Diablo Immortal needs shorter form content to thrive. PvP is the easiest way to do this. Many players, specifically mobile gamers, they don't want to grind Mad King's Breach 10, 15, 20 times a day trying to get set items. It's not how they game. They don't want to do that. They don't want to run Elder Rifts and Challenge Rifts over and over and over again. They don't want to do those. They want to be able to hop on and instantly get into battle. Unfortunately, the mobile gaming community is an instant gratification style community. They want to jump in, battle, gain XP from that battle, gain a chest from that battle, and hope they get lucky opening the chest to get something cool. That's it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty standard. And as we've been saying, Call of Duty Mobile is probably my favorite game when we're looking at deep gameplay style games. Of course, as I mentioned before, Brawl Stars, Clash of Clans, even Clash Mini, Clash Royale. They are amazing games that I spent hundreds of hours playing, but they're not as deep as Call of Duty Mobile. They're not as deep as Diablo Immortal, which is why I'm referencing COD Mobile versus Diablo Immortal instead of the other games such as Clash of Clans. Just how I'm looking at it, I think this is the path to success. I don't know that this is gonna be implemented. I don't think we're gonna be able to get that quick fix game style in Diablo Immortal. Guys, I wanna let you know that I just started becoming regularly active again on my personal Discord server. It's in the link tree down below. And I made it super simple in the server. Just a chat room, a voice room, a photo room, and that is it. No more craziness in there. Super simple. If you come on through, I'll say what's up to you. Links on the screen for you guys to come join. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a great day and be good.